welcome of the NBA.
The Bucks are always hyped to play in front of their home crowd. And tonight's no different. Some confident players coming through the tunnel earlier on. That's a look at our setting tonight. The picturesque city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The NBA on 2K Sports. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. On the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Baca is out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. DJ Augustine out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. With COVID shortening the season and the schedule, Steve, being tinkered with, do you think the NBA will make permanent changes to the season schedule?
Kevin, I don't think so. When everything gets back to normal, I think we'll be at 82 games and start, like we usually do in October, September for games. I just think the NBA has done a fantastic job of being able to adapt to this situation.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
Augustine against Beverley. That one goes. Just count it.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Augustine with it. Middleton outside. A three-pointer off the mark. Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against Memphis.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
It was a total team effort in terms of passing the baton to the guy that's hot.
Now, here is George. He's coming off a 13-point game against Memphis.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was incomplete.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
It's his first trip to the line.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Beverley, Leonard trying to break free, and that one's good. Beverley.
I love this about Patrick Beverley. He's just a fighter. He's never going to back down.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I briefly spoke with Mike Budenholzer. He feels like this first meeting between these two teams will be a feeling out process. Coach said the Clippers have so much experience. They know how to suck you into playing their game. He told his guys, we need to dictate the pace, or it's going to be dictated to us. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Now, here is George. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. And the dunk by Giannis.
Just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Leonard. Milwaukee with the rebound. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejection.
This was their game plan going in. Make shooters uncomfortable by challenging every possible shot.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
Outside Leonard. Back to Beverly. Outside Batum. Los Angeles with another miss.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the two meetings.
They really dominated them on both sides of the ball. We'll see if they have their number again this year.
Halfway through the season, let's check out the standings out west. You take a look at Los Angeles. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot.
And right now for the Clippers, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching, and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Right. They knew teams would be gunning for them night in and night out. That's only fueled their commitment to putting a great product on the floor.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Giannis against Batum. Pass to DiVincenzo. Middleton outside. Clock at 6. No good on that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. DiVincenzo against Leonard, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game.
Take a break.
That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
And he makes the first. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see, because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Here's Williams following the basket by Giannis. Can't hit the step back jump shot. Fast break, Milwaukee. And the jump by Giannis.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Now here's Leonard. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. Second shot opportunity. No good on the layup.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense. The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft. That or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Clippers trail by 12. Down low, here's Leonard. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
This is the type of playmaker Lou is. Outstanding at getting it to his open guys.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With this all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Here's Zubac. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Leonard finds Williams. Now, here's George. And Lopez pulls it down. Lopez has got 8 rebounds in this game. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Milwaukee leading by 12. Inside. Great tee that time from Batum. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Los Angeles. Here's George. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. George has got 5 now.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
The wide open look here for Lopez. Hits it from 3-point range. And the Bucks lead by 13.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Here's Williams. Lays it up and banks it in.
The thing about Lou Williams, he sort of glides. Suddenly, he hits the turbojets.
To the inside, Augustine. Count that one.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say about losing to the Raptors back in 2019.
One important lesson that I got is that you got to finish the job. You got to get it done. But I'm just, I'm happy from all that experience that we learned. And we came back and we have a goal in our head. We're motivated.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Bucks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play on the court for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the point guard. And he can't get the first one. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Here's George. The Clippers keep it alive. Zubac's no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And Morris throws it down.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
DiVincenzo against George. On the left block, and DiVincenzo puts it in. DiVincenzo's got 8 points.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Williams kicks to Zubac. Back to Williams. Antetokounmpo against Morris. Shot on the wing. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
This is where Morris can kill you. He's pretty much claimed that in-between game.
Forbes the pass to Giannis. DiVincenzo against George. No problem knocking that one down. Middleton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Leonard. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. To the paint. Shot's good by Middleton. 8 points for him.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
Outside Leonard. Money from the wing.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
George against DiVincenzo. There's the lob into the Kumbo. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. On the wing, Williams. Count it.
You know, he's still a streaky shooter, but Lou Williams has refined his jumper to the point where it's much more consistent.
To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
The first free throw is good. And last season we saw the NBA All-Star Game introduce a target scorer, Greg, to end the game and instead of running out the clock. Did you like that, and would you widen its use?
No question it's being looked at maybe for overtimes or tournament games. You know, Adam not shy about exploring new ideas. And I got to be honest, going into the All-Star game, I wasn't a fan of the proposed changes.
Me too.
But once you saw it all play out, I have to say I was entertained. And I applaud the commissioner and the players in the league for buying in. And I think the fan experience was made all the more better.
Good point. Here's Antetokounmpo. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Antetokounmpo's got 17 now. Clippers trail by 15. Leonard looking over the floor. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Here's Connaughton. No good from outside. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Leonard against Middleton. And that one's good. Leonard, 10 points for him.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Right wing, all alone. The rebound by Paul George. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
Forbes dishes to Antetokounmpo. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day. And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Passes it to Middleton. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Shooting much better this quarter than last. You can see his confidence growing.
And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Giannis, that's a two-pointer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Leonard attacking. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Leonard's got 12.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
1:53 left to play in the first half. Here's Giannis. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Clippers trail by 14. Here's Leonard, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Leonard's got 10 points in the quarter. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Here's Giannis. Morris with the rebound.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim.
Forbes the pass to Giannis. 17-foot shot on the way. Here's Portis. Antetokounmpo kicks to Portis. The Bucks getting another chance here. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Here's Connaughton. George with the defensive effort. Clippers trail by 12. Inside, Leonard. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And a lot of attention on Antetokounmpo's offense, but don't sleep on the D. He can defend every part of the court and does it with intensity. And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
And there's the pass to Connaughton. Loads it up for Giannis. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Paul George.
Always a threat to get to the rim. This time, Paul George pulls up and buries it.
And we finished one half of basketball. Bucks lead by 9. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, it seemed like you all were dictating tempo in the first half. How did you do that?
Okay, we're getting the stops, grabbing the rebound now, just trying to push it, try to get the best shot available.
Problem solved in transition. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 21 points, 3 rebounds, and Shaq, you bestowed your Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo. What made him worthy of that distinction? And would you please, for the audience, say his last name?
Anyway,
Say the last name.
Antetokounmpo.
So, here we go again. Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo.
But even it's Antetokounmpo. It's like
Like a boo, like a bee.
Antetokounmpo.
he can fly.
What about it? Oh, man, listen, he doesn't settle. He goes at you, he dominates inside. Antetokounmpo. I will say his name correctly from now on.
Wow, that was actually pretty good.
Antetokounmpo.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Antetokounmpo. 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 Got it.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Bucks leading by 9. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. We've got Patrick Beverly. Batum is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the 2-guard spot.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Augustine against George. And the layup's good off the glass. George has got 9 points.
And once you get the height advantage from there, no need to mess around.
Middleton on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. They grab their own miss, and it's in there.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And Beverly kicks to Ibaka. Pass to Batum. That shot missing. And Milwaukee the other way now. 17 points was their biggest margin. Through the 3-point line, it's Augustine. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Outside, George. Batum against Augustine. Scooped up. And that one, good.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
And the jump by Giannis.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Lopez against Leonard in the corner. George with it. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Augustine, that's good.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
George passes to Ibaka. Outside Leonard. Over Middleton. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
You know, there's a rhythm to Leonard's game, but also an awareness. Just takes what the defense allows.
DiVincenzo kicks to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Now the Bucks moving it up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And the Clippers with a change here too. Jackson's checked in. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. It's a 14-point game. Los Angeles calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated. Chance to check out the story on Giannis Antetokounmpo. His last 10 games have been exceptional. First in scoring, second in rebounding, and he's in the top 5 in the league in steals. Those hands are like meat hooks. Not much gets by him.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Beverly deciding where to go with it. Pass to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he's good on the 3-ball. George has got 15 points.
He doesn't need much time to get his shot off. Paul George is a dependable catch-and-shoot option.
They double him with George. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Beverly finds George. Back to Beverly. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Outside, George. 6 on the shot clock. Off the mark, and a chance to trim it to single digits. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Good on the three-point shot. 11 points in the game.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
Here's George. And it's George again missing. Bucks leading by 14. Here's Giannis. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
And it goes down 2 points.
Every organization needs team-first guys like Patrick Beverly. That's a terrific pass.
DiVincenzo against Jackson. DiVincenzo hits the bucket. And the Bucks lead by 16.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Chalk up 2 there.
I mean, taking what the defense allows, Reggie can run the pick and roll in a variety of ways.
Milwaukee's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Beverly against Augustine. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Here's Beverly. The Clippers keep it alive.
The defender didn't block that dunk, but he changed it, and that's as good as a block.
And Lopez has it in the corner. The rebound by Ibaka.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
And George gets it to go.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Giannis dishes to Lopez. DiVincenzo with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. And the jump by Giannis.
Hey, guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to see. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. For Los Angeles, they have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Throw good, Paul George.
The rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Portis is checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Augustine. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Kennard's checked in. That one goes in. And that's 20 points for Paul George.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
1:30 left to play in the third. There's Portis. Good work there as it goes.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Clippers trail by 15. George looking around. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
Capable of flat out torching you. Once PG-13 gets into a groove, watch out.
Forbes the pass to Craig. A floater. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. The Bucks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
Shooting 2.
first one falls for him. Lou Williams is checked in for Patrick Beverly. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Williams dishes to Batum. Count the basket. Batum's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Connaughton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Nice shot by Portis.
Impressive shot by Bobby Portis. People wondered if he could be a stretch 4. He's proven that he can be.
Williams kicks to George. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Unselfish. Moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
20 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now George. 22 points for him. And the shot goes in. George has got 24 points.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
He gets it up, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We come back right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Chris Middleton is out there with Portis. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Williams passes to Zubac. And it's good for 2. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to Vancouver.
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. Middleton outside. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Makes it off the glass.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Clippers. They trail by 14. Rebound, Milwaukee. They led by as many as 18 points. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
2 shots. Foul. Elbow. 2.
Milwaukee, Dante DiVincenzo at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for DiVincenzo. And good on the second, so he makes them both. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Passes to Leonard. Back to Williams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Clippers. On Tuesday, they're off to Boston to take on the Celtics. And then on Thursday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Washington Wizards.
And that game against the Warriors, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick'em game, depending on how they play.
Real good, Lou Williams.
Another thing coaches love about Williams, he's a high percentage free throw shooter who gets to the line often.
And both free throws good for Williams.
Just solid, really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
There's the pass to Connaughton. DiVincenzo against Kennard. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Bucks lead by 17. Pass to Zubac. He kicks it to Leonard. Pass to Williams. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Leonard. Kennard for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Portis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's DiVincenzo. And the layup is good. He's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this league, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Leonard kicks to Kennard. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 5th assist in this one.
Always working to find open territory. Kennard's lethal in catch and shoot.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
So savvy inside for a player of his size and tough. Williams will do whatever it takes.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Different look from Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Bryn Forbes. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverly comes in for Luke Kennard. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Thanks so much, David. Middleton outside. Back to Giannis. Middleton outside. Here's Giannis. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame. Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Los Angeles making a switch here. George is checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
Morris against Antetokounmpo. The pass to Middleton. Over Leonard. Middleton can't get it to go.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Leonard kicks to George. Morris trying to free himself up.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
It's incredible. And I'll tell you what, it's a joy to watch. There's more to this game than threes and dunks.
And it really helps their team so much with Middleton's passing with effectiveness. And it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend. You know, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
And Augustine kicks to Middleton. Over George. Middleton can't get it to go.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Leonard inside. Defended by DiVincenzo. The shot, no good. Pass to Augustine. Back to DiVincenzo. Misses the baby hook. Clippers trail by 15. Over in the corner, Beverly. Down low, here's Leonard. Yep, that one goes. Leonard's got 27.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
And Antetokounmpo inside. He's against Morris. The Clippers running out of time. Beverly wide open. A shot's good on the assist by George.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
And they double up Giannis. Here's Lopez. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Beverly against Augustine. Beverly dishes to George. Back to Beverly. George passes to Zubac. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Up top, Leonard. Defended by Middleton. Bucks leading by 10.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Bucks.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Augustine looking around. To the inside, DiVincenzo.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage. You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead, and he gets the bucket. Giannis has got 42 in the game.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Giannis, an impressive performance for you. What was the key?
I think it's because they're doing a great job finding me, and I'm just trying to be myself, try to wait for my time to offensive edge.
Well, it looked great tonight, man. I appreciate it. Congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.